everybody, welcome back to Quest Junkies. It's Friday night, so it's time for Strahdalicious. Dungeon Mommy, over to you.
All right, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Strahdalicious. As always, our content warning, this game is 18 plus, so you might want to listen to it with headphones if you're at work. So just a heads up. We're going to go ahead, introduce players, and get started. Let's go ahead, top of the overlay with Patch.
That's me! Hi, I'm Patch, and today I am reprising my role as Linnell Calidora. I can't speak apparently. The dommy yet mommy. I don't know. Moody bitch.
Bodes well for today.
She. If you liken the Femme Fatales to the Spice Girls, we have determined that Linnell is Scary Spice.
Very true. All right, down the overlay with Sky.
Hi everybody, I play Ileana, Space Girl in a Strahd world. I don't remember what Spice Girl I am, but I'm a Spice Girl.
I think we settled on sporty because the buns.
Got you. KKK. Sporty Spice. Knew that.
All right, C.
Hi, I'm C. I'm Baby Spice, and I play...
Accurate. In all ways. Out of character and in character.
Oh. And I play Abrea.
Bridget.
Hi everybody, I'm Bridget. I play Lena, the sneaky and freaky iteration of Posh Spice.
And last but not least, things are looking a little different on our overlay. You know, River, you're looking awfully different than normal. What's going on with that?
Just the red light.
That must be it. That is definitely it.
Hi, I'm Sarah, aka Serafina, aka Fists. And apparently I'm Ginger Spice because of the hair, but I would say I'm Sporty Spice because I'm gonna punch things, so...
Yep.
I think Ileana and Sarah should go into a room and fight it out.
We could. Ooh, we could fight, and then I could also be Ginger Spice because I'm pretty feisty, like a ginger, so it will work out.
I think we should switch.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did we start the session? What a cold open.
All right. Last time on Strahdalicious, well, our characters kind of got things settled after finding Sarah, after Sarah had disappeared, and went back to the tavern, met a few people, encountered a few people that they didn't quite like, that they had seen before, and threatened a lot of arson and murder of old people. So that's what happened last time. That's the best I can summarize that. So we are going to start back at the tavern after our party has long rested. Now, you all had different things going on. Heart-to-hearts, little trysts in the night. I'm going to go ahead and start by asking Lena, can you please make me a performance check?
Heart to heart, something to something. Holy shit. Okay, I did say I wanted a key.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna... Lena has called for an inspiration key that is being used before this roll.
Yep.
It's an important role.
Okay, that would be a math.
Math? Girl math.
Yeah, girl math. 21.
21, excellent. And your partner rolled a dirty 20. You had a great night. And in fact, the rest of you, including Lena, once you all went to sleep or trance or meditation, had a surprisingly wonderful night of rest. There were dreams and memories that were just a bit brighter and happier. Those of you who, honestly, you haven't seen the sun in a while, dreamed of the sunlight warming on your skin. And those of you who do not know what sunlight even looks like, well, you dreamed of what you can only imagine it to be. Just comfort and warmth and happiness. And then you all woke up. And you are back in Barovia. Who wants to start us off?
I'll go
Don't all
first.
jump up at once.
I'll jump
Linnell?
into the frying pan first.
Question: did you study first and then do your 4 hours?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Why?
You all of a sudden feel how Sarah turns around. Her arm is totally over you.
Oh, what a shame. In my 4-hour trance to make sure I have a long rest, I have to stay completely immobile and yet retain all of my senses. I think she spends the 4 hours just thinking to herself, her biceps have biceps. It's incredible.
Bicepception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think when the rest is completed, the first thing Linnell will do, now that she has regained the history of Linnell, let's have a little read of it. See if anything's popped up lately. Especially since someone else had a hand in it, and I'm sure they had more than a hand in it.
You, unfortunately, would not see any new entries to the book. But as you flip through, you linger on that first memory. The one of you as a child. Specifically, one thing written down about fiery red hair.
I take a very awkward long look at Sarah, who's probably still sleeping because 8-hour rest. Just lets out a big heavy sigh. Always red hair.
What? What are you saying?
I said good morning, red hair.
Oh. Oh god, I could punch something. I'm so stiff. And she gets off the bed and does a couple of push-ups or something. So
You just hear
morning routine.
the other rooms, all they hear is hup, hup, hup.
It's not what it sounds like. Not yet anyway. We'll see.
Wait. What are you saying?
I'm saying you have remarkable form. Keep it up.
You want to sit on my back? I need a bit of weight. This is too easy.
I thought that sentence was going in a completely different direction halfway through. Sure, why not? I don't think there's much weight to me.
I just imagine you sitting on there and reading your book while she does the push-ups. Just
Yeah, she's doing that, and she's looking at the new spell that she has successfully transcribed into her book and going over how she's going to interpret the casting of it, and just making sure she's got it ingrained in her mind. She has plans.
Right.
Should I go faster or is this okay?
You go as fast or slow as you want.
Okay.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
Okay.
The walls in the Blood on the Vine Tavern are awfully thin. Next door, Avreya and Ileana. How are the two of you doing?
Does it sound like they're fucking over there?
You hear?
Like,
Wow,
they're
I mean, I did sense something. I didn't think they would do it so quickly, though.
Huh. Well, all right. I guess. You know what would be funny? Come here, Lancelot. I'm gonna bicep curl Lancelot.
He's just like hanging aimlessly. He's like,
I'm gonna give him kisses at the top of the throat. He's a good boy. He's
he
a
just
good boy.
hovers all over your arms.
Now, do we hear that?
The walls are thin. I would venture to say it's probable.
Are they fucking in there?
Wait, that
There's
begs
a
the
lot
question.
of kissing or something.
Which of them likes to be called good boy?
Oh shit. Yeah, it's true.
It's always the quiet ones.
Oh, there it is.
Mhm.
Actually, I would like to change. So, I bought something yesterday. So, you don't mind, right? If I change
No.
now?
Here, I'll turn around. I'm just gonna focus on my exercise and the wall super conveniently. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll give you your privacy.
So I changed out of my dress and put on this blouse, this like with big sleeves, and it's just a pair of trousers. Very, I don't know. It's like not much to it.
And Ileana, looking at Avreya, you would notice a difference
Hmm.
in her hair.
Well,
My hair is now red.
well. Who let the ginger out?
Oh, well, I think it's all that talk about my family. It made me this. It's tied to my emotions. I can't control it yet. I don't know if I can.
Well, you've been cycling through quite the amount of emotions then. Because I've met you one color, we've gone to a place with another color, and another, and now we're here.
That's true. You've seen me almost all of the colors I can be.
Well, they all look equally good on you.
Thank you.
Well, may we escort you down to breakfast?
Yes, you both can. And
Okay.
I pet Lancelot.
I'm gonna open the door after you, my lady.
Why, thank you. And we go downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
right.
As we shut the door, we go, all right, you two, when you're done fucking, we're having breakfast.
Oh, you're muted, Patch.
Wait, what? What?
They said when we're done tucking. What do they mean? I don't understand.
Oh, tucking into breakfast. It's breakfast time. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay, let's go.
And as the door opens, like, I think we really worked out up an appetite. I'm ready for some. Oh wait, I don't even eat. Why do I feel like I need to eat?
Well,
I don't know.
she just chuckles, and you see her just doing this because she's actually sweating. So she's like, "Okay, let's get some food."
All right.
Just look at the other two ladies.
4 of you make your way downstairs, notably missing your last Femme Fatale. Lena, you wake up feeling all sorts of good and sore and happy, alone in a room, in a bed, with a note left on the dresser. And all it says is, "Until next time, a kiss mark and Veronica."
All right. I was going to do something cute, but I will pick up the note and get dressed alone.
Alone. And you, honestly, would probably have heard the going-ons in both rooms. But that also means they would have heard the going-ons in your room last night, so...
They must have put something in the water last night. She'll get dressed and ready, and I'll say for flavoring, maybe her shirt is a little bit untucked. Definitely at least one, not vampire bite, but hickey. And she'll head downstairs.
The tavern is quiet. Very, very quiet, as it is early morning. You don't have a lot of people who are about drinking, or, I mean, they don't offer much food beyond pies and biscuits. But, as always, behind the counter is Eric. Just shot in more of those glasses, leaving the 5 of you to your own devices.
Anyone else sleep better than usual?
Wonderfully.
I don't really sleep, but I've woken up peculiar mood. I'm not quite sure what to think of it just yet.
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
We're calling it something.
What are you talking about? I mean, we had one bed. It was...
I bet.
Yeah.
There's whole genres dedicated to just one bed.
You know what? Lena's gonna giggle.
How was your reading? Did you learn anything new?
From some things. Not as much as I was hoping. But I did learn something in particular.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, remind me, how is the rest of the tavern? Is it full? Is it empty? Are we secluded away, or?
Yeah, you guys are secluded away. There's no one else about at this hour other than Eric.
All right, so I want to try something. This might be helpful. Can I just borrow your music box for just a moment?
Sure. All right. Here you go.
Just takes it, holds it in like her left hand. All right, let's see what the fuck is up with that. And she begins casting a spell, and you see her tattoos begin to light up, and then sort of like arcane sigils appear around her right hand as she swirls it around the music box, looking very similar to her tattoos by design. Her eyes flare up brighter as she casts Identify.
Ooh. Can you please tell me the rules of Identify?
You
can post it in our Discord chat, or you can say it out loud.
I've got it right here. You choose one object that you must touch throughout this casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic-imbued item, you learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. And then there's other bits about casting it on a creature, which I am not. Not yet.
All right. You would gather that there is something magical, something strange about this music box. Now, as you're looking deeper and exploring it with your imbued magic, you don't get a sense for what type of magic this could be. It's very, almost oddly flavored. But you do understand now why it doesn't open. It's a magical lock requiring a magical opening. Now, I'd like you to make me a fate roll,
Oh boy.
because I want to see the extent to which you are able to read this with Identify.
Okay. Mwah. Give it to me. 79.
So close.
Fuck!
You continue exploring it, feeling like you're on the cusp of understanding. And just as quickly as it comes into your mind state, and the two of you are getting 90 points. Every time, so those of you watching who aren't used to this, every time they break me, and they're breaking me right now because they're cracking up, so they are getting naughty points, okay?
Okay, but it's a magical opening, and he was almost there, and he kissed it, and you were saying things.
You're welcome.
Banned, I'm kicking you out right now.
See myself out.
Yeah, goodbye. You lose. Nothing.
Lose.
But as you're on the cusp of understanding, you feel your grasp slip. And unfortunately, you're not able to sense what it was.
Okay. First time trying stuff. You know, it can be awkward sometimes. You know, everyone has a first time. But,
Sure, yeah.
Keep a
I am
straight face
determined-
challenge. Go.
I have determined that fisting is not going to work on this. Sorry, Sarah. I
Wait.
noticed your
Oh,
speciality.
okay. I thought you wanted me. Oh, yeah, I know. You know, I can do it with 2,
Oh my
I'm
god,
sure
is
you
that
can.
what happened last night? Shit.
maybe.
Last night? What about this morning?
Well,
It's
it was very exhausting this morning, actually, but it was a good workout.
I mean, it
needless
seems
to say, there's something fucked up with this box. We already knew that because it wouldn't shut the fuck up. But it is magically locked, and it needs to be magically opened, which is something I may be able to do a little further down the line. I need to try and figure out a method of doing this. But if you want to know, if you want to open up the box and find its secrets, then I'll find a way.
Yeah, maybe we'll find the key. I mean, Arius stealing things left and right. So if we steal the right thing, it might be magical, it might fit.
I don't think I've stolen anything yet.
Oh, I
You
mean,
stole our
we're
hearts.
Oh, well. Yeah.
we're looting, we're picking locks to recycle. We don't steal, we recycle.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Recycle.
Yeah.
You know, there is a saying in old Barovia, with great power comes great fuckery.
Wow.
That's a nice saying.
Yeah.
Very wise.
Well,
Also, Freya, I like the color, but you should cover it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'm so
spending-
sorry.
Unfortunately.
But hey, look, we have the same color. I love it.
Yeah, that's true.
Uncanny.
Jesus.
Stunning.
You appear to have lost
I
our
like it.
token.
Yeah,
Camera.
it's reloading. It's a tech day.
It's one of those days.
It's one of those days where my computer hates me. But
we've got
is
a
back.
funeral today.
That's true. Should we go to Irina's house?
They didn't quite say what time, so I guess if we show up, they'll be like, "Oh my god, let's get her done."
Quite distressed at not having received an invitation.
Is there a formal
do you
dress
need an
code or-
invitation to come, Lena?
Does counting to 3 work too?
Wow, okay.
This is the vibe for today's Curse of Strahd.
Let me add a tally to my imaginary naughty board, strictly for Bree.
I've done it.
I
That
run
in
this
chat.
game. You can't shame me.
Watch me.
Here I was trying to do an Angelina Jolie impression.
I love you, see.
We have fun here.
Someone clip that.
Hey.
I need to put that in a highlight reel.
How do we dress for a funeral?
I think morbid and sad, so probably, you know.
You've seen
Alright.
the limitations set
Yeah.
about by the general store, darling.
Oh my god! You know what?
Well,
I can take my hair down so it's less loud. Like,
well your outfit does seem out of this world. I don't know.
Yes,
If
but
you
that's a
care
good
about it.
thing.
you know
Yes,
what?
I like it. I love it. It's
We'll call it a celebration of life. There we go.
mm,
I
Mhm.
don't remember if we've ever really celebrated life in Barovia.
Well, it's so great for like the next 10 minutes, I'm sure, and then all shit again.
You aren't incorrect.
Yes, being alive sure is fun. Real swell. I'm fucking
wish I
with you,
could
it's
put
fine.
I wish I could punch some life into you because this makes me sad.
Do it.
I mean,
We've
don't
got to
threaten
find
me with a
other
good
ways to
time.
Express our
Do we still have the room, by the way? I mean, if we still have an hour, let's go upstairs. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Again. Wow. All right.
What do you mean again?
insatiable.
well, with this too.
Yeah. All right. Okay, before we get ourselves into some trouble and break this end down with the amount of Tom, let's just go. Let's go. Let's go.
Eric is just sitting there polishing his glass, kind of like glancing over at the group of you, just like, they're gonna die someday. Soon.
Joke's on you, I'm already dead.
Third time's a charm, bitches.
Double tap. All right. Are you all going to head out of the tavern and head back to the Burgomaster Manor?
I think so.
Question: the streets of Barovia, are they clean? Are they dirty? How's the town?
All right. So the streets of Barovia, as they have been for the last few days, are very quiet. There are not a lot of people out and about, especially at this time of day. I'm going to go ahead and roll something quick. It is drizzling outside. Nice, dreary rain. And the streets themselves are not paved, but they're made of dirt. So little puddles are forming everywhere. And if you look off into the distance in any particular direction, it's almost like the mists are creeping in upon the town.
Are there any animals on the street?
Roll me perception.
16.
16. You would see not much wildlife, but with a 16, you would see at least one rat skittering about. Probably dragging the remnants of a pie.
That is amazing. I would like to throw some food towards it and try to catch it.
Ooh. Roll me animal handling.
Can I use an advantage? I think that's... Are those
Inspiration
key?
Yeah, if you want to use
key?
the inspiration key, you can.
I think that's a bit too much, but okay. I'm sorry, guys.
No, do it.
Hello.
No, do not.
Do it.
They're there
Not
for.
apologize.
We keep forgetting they exist. Change.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My players have
That's
already been
a
told,
advantage?
be selfish, use them. Yes,
That's
that
an
gives you
advantage
advantage.
okay, I rolled an 18 and 21.
Excellent. The rat stares as you... What are you throwing? Remnant of pie, rations?
Do you have some dried meat or something? I'm not sure what
Yeah.
you guys have.
Yeah, you probably have a little bit of dried meat and rations. It sniffs up the air, looks at you, squinting, lets out a little squeak, and skitters towards you, looking for more food.
I'll just keep dribbling little nubbits and then take the sack out of the box or whatever I have and put it on top of it.
You hear wild squeaking and skittering inside the box, but you have it.
You'll be fine. You'll get more food. Shh. And then
Sarah,
close it up and take. Yeah.
did we see that? Why did you do that? Did you just... If you want to know bad, I mean, we already have Lancelot, we have Ismark.
Yeah. No, it's something I learned. I'm just experimenting. Just trust me with it. We have a friend now. You can name it. Sorry. Avrea, do you want to name the rat?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
This is an important decision. Oh, I forgot. Wait, I cast prestidigitation on my hair to change color.
No.
Well, I need to be safe. So,
I know. We should get you a hood.
Yeah.
Do you have some skirt left that you can make a hood out of? I know you've used a lot,
That's a
but
good idea.
That's true.
Or a scarf or something.
Um,
We'll figure it
I'll
out
try
later.
to. Yeah, exactly.
I like where your head's at with the rat. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but did you
What
know?
do you think she's going to do with it?
Well, what I think Fist is going to do with it is she's going to find someone who's gotten on her bad side and grab a bucket. And then once she punches them down, she's going to put the rat in their bucket, then against their stomach and let it eat them from the inside out. So technically, it's an interrogation and a feed.
I
Should
just
have
need
guessed.
a thing for war crimes as well as hot encounters. Because we have enough.
Pretty close. We should talk about that. I have ideas. Yeah, I
We're
see
going to
it.
need a big
We're pretty-
whiteboard.
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, you guys
All
do.
of the whiteboards.
Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah.
You've acquired that rat.
So, if you guys see any more rats, I need a friend for the rat because one rat can only do so much, you know.
Oh my god, are you going to have a whole horde? We'll get you a horde of rats, Fizz, I swear.
Fascinating.
I'm just saying there will be bodies and we might get rid of bodies, so.
Proactive thinking, I see.
Yeah. It was a long night. It took a while to fall asleep. So.
This is kind of a long shot, I'll bet, but can I investigate the area to see if there are any more rats?
I would say yes, but there are no more rats.
All right.
I rolled.
I had the task for one rat so far, but
Perhaps when we get closer to the church, the funeral home, hanging around other bodies, I'm not really sure what rats like to do every day, but
I have ideas besides, and you know, and
we'll
I
be on the
don't know
lookout.
sign language.
And you guys are continuing through the streets, making your way to the Burgomaster's manor. I would like you all to make me perception checks.
Well, Cord, refresh.
24.
14.
18.
Also 18.
17.
Nice. Okay. You all would notice from a distance that as you're getting closer and closer to the manor, the building surrounding the manor and the manor itself look utterly wrecked. Windows newly broken, glass shattered on the ground, claw marks, strange markings everywhere. It was not this dilapidated and messed up last time you were this way. This is new.
Is the door open?
To the manor?
Mm-hmm.
No, it is closed.
Y'all don't forget special knocks.
Mm-hmm. 4 times.
Indeed.
Yep. Should I punch the door 4 times or?
We could just
I think if shit's going to go down, you save those fists. Because we'll need
All
them.
right. Now grab Avrea and push them behind me.
Okay.
Just in case. Whatever comes out, I'm gonna punch it.
For clarification, we knocked on the door.
Hi, what did it say?
All right. So you knock on the door 4 times. And you don't get an immediate opening of the door. It's quiet, lingering quiet for a few more moments than you are typically comfortable waiting. And just when you think no one's going to answer, you start hearing the clicks and jostles of all the locks and barricades on the other side. And Irina opens the door, sees that it's you, and pulls open the door as fast as she can. Okay, it's just you. You all were good. Everything's great. Nothing's wrong. We're all great. Come in.
Irina.
Yeah?
Politely knock it the fuck off. Everybody get in. What the hell happened? Where's your brother?
Oh, is Mark's inside. Nothing got in. Thank gods. But I don't know how many more nights we can hold off against everything.
Against what? What the fuck?
Strange beasts and creatures that keep coming to the door. The she-devil's trying to, I guess, get them in to lure us out. I don't know.
What in the...
Is it the whole town, or is it specifically for you, maybe to get Ismark back?
I thought it was the whole town. I thought it was the whole town. Until Ismark came back. And now I see that's not the case.
Alright.
I don't think he's safe here.
See, this is why I was telling him to not get separated.
And also, what in the one brain cell? Why would you send us to a tavern if you've been getting attacked?
Thought it was the whole town. Ismark doesn't tell me as much as he should. He only just told me about that situation. And she looks livid. She looks so incredibly festering mad about the fact that he has the bite situation. If you want to talk to him, he's being all gloomy and pouting in his room.
Does she look okay? Like any bites, anything, any scratches?
Roll me perception.
10.
10. You don't see any, really any damage to her. She looks flustered. And what you would notice is that you've never seen Irina with such heavy bags under her eyes, even with all the stress on becoming the new Burgomaster. Yeah, she looks like she's been through it.
All right. So, can you tell us more about what was coming after you? And we should probably reassess the whole taking your father to the church situation.
I could only make out what I normally have seen before, which is giant wolves, strange moving bodies, dead people. I don't know what all of this is. Frankly, I've never had to deal with anything like this.
Irina, given the condition we've found Ismark in previously how he was so close to death, and he'd been covered in bites, but not just the obvious on his throat. There were others. He told us he'd been attacked by, I believe he described them as some sort of ghouls. I feel we would be remiss were we to not examine your father to ensure that, one, that he is still there, and two, that he has not also become this sort of creature, that the kind that can attack in the night.
No, I hardly doubt that he could get out if he ever did, considering Ismark and I closed that lid as tight as we possibly could. And I don't know. I was thinking that with all the strange undead people outside, I don't want to leave my father unburied. But
of course, but it's as you say, if these monsters are coming from where we think, then they could be capable of untold strength, untold brutality, and I would not wish that on your father. Especially while his soul cannot be at rest during this delicate time.
she sighs heavily as she considers your words. If you must take a look at my father, you're welcome to.
It's merely a matter of keeping yourself and Ismark safe. There are beasts and wolves outside of this door, but no reason to have to deal with any inside the shelter.
And, you know, another thing to think about, how do you feel about cremation? Because I had to cremate one of my crewmates when we crashed here. So I'm happy to deliver your father to Shar.
You mean burn his body?
Yes. With sacred rites.
Yeah.
It would be safer.
I don't...
He would
not
be
without the father. He followed the Morning Lord. I couldn't ever send him to his final resting place with some other god. Maybe...
It's terrible.
Well, perhaps if this were an alternative option we were to explore, perhaps we could each help, assist in the preparations, and then one of us could light the match if you are not comfortable with Ileana lighting the match, as it were.
I respectfully would like Father Donovich to do the rites, but if you must burn the body, then I suppose that's what you must do. But please, let the father do the rites.
Of course.
Yes.
We shall respect your wishes. I imagine you would much rather put his soul to rest than be awoken in the middle of the night by a ghoul bearing his likeness.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That would really suck, your dad trying to eat you.
She looks horrified.
I think
Comment for that.
the important thing to note here is, however we decide to do this, it needs to happen now, because quite frankly, I mean this in the most respectful way possible. You look like shit. This is tearing you apart. It's not just your father that needs laying to rest. You need to be able to rest. And that'll only happen when this is done. So, we are here. We will do the funeral. And you will be protected. You and Ismark, and your father.
Ismark's gonna be potentially angry with me. I know he had complicated feelings about our father, but I'd like him to stay here in the manor until we return. If they can't get in, then I think for now, this is the safest place for him. And if what you're saying is correct about my father, I don't know.
Well,
This is just beyond what I ever expected to be doing with my life.
The thing is, you started this conversation by saying that it seems like they're coming for Ismark. And now you're suggesting we leave him alone in this house. What if they do break down the doors? What if they do get in and he's on his own? We stay together to stay alive. And he can be angry with you, but that is what siblings do. You're angry at him because he doesn't tell you shit. Let him be angry at you. At least then you're even.
Furious with him.
Exactly. So fuck him. You know.
You can punch him. I show you how. He deserves it, I think.
I might have to take you up on that once we get all of this sorted.
I know.
But really,
I know it might not seem like
related,
this.
So
I know it might not seem like this. Certainly at the moment. But you are a strong and independent woman. You're the Burgomaster. Take charge! You wanna get mad? Get fucking mad.
She nods.
because he should be there when you with your dad, right? Even if they had issues, you can't just leave him behind.
You all are
And
right.
if he needs taking in line, we can help you there.
speaking of fucking your brother, I'll be back.
Excuse me?
Let's go.
What did she say?
Oh my god.
Nothing.
I didn't catch it. It sounded... Surely I misheard.
She's from another place. Sometimes things get lost in translation.
Yeah, different language.
It's like she has this thing about apparently where she comes from, there are more than one shop in the town. It's weird.
Oh, well, you...
They have seas in the sky.
Have
It's
you?
odd.
I don't remember. Maybe. I don't go indoors very often, so, you know.
Oh, you're like one of those people who live out in the woods.
In a manner of speaking. I exist in the woods mostly, yes.
She kind of like nods her head quietly. Like suddenly so much makes sense about her read of you. But then she kind of stands up straight and resolute. All right, then you all are right. He should come with us. And you all should take him out of town somewhere safe.
What about
There you go. Look at you making decisions. Good girl.
She blushes at being called good girl. I was fine on my own while Ismark was gone. I don't think that I'm a target, and the people here need me. I'm not the best Burgomaster. I've been doing this for, what, week or two at this point? I've lost track of time. But they need someone to keep things in line as well as I can.
And don't compare yourself to last burgomasters, like your father.
Oh no.
Don't be the next them. You be the first you. It's not a burgomaster like your father that they need. They need you. So you be you.
Plus you have seen what he did wrong. You can make it better.
I have a lot of wrongs to right.
Do you have someone staying with you just as a protection or something?
No, it's just been me and Ismark and our father before he passed. But
Do you have any friends?
no.
You can consider us your friends.
She gives you a small smile at that.
I really believe you've done an awful lot with more than any one person could handle by themselves, so you should be proud of that. I know we are.
I can't even begin to tell you all how much I appreciate everything. I know I came off a little scattered and judgmental, but I mean, you all went and you did exactly what you promised you would do, and you brought him back, and I don't have anything more to offer you all to take Ismark with you, but you all did keep him safe and you brought him back, and I know Ismark is an acquired taste, but
Friends don't demand payment from other friends for doing favors. This one's on us.
You're one of the least judgmental people that I've met. Everybody else here either thinks that we'll bring trouble or that we'll just end up dead in a very short time. So you don't have to worry about that.
she will stop and look at you, Avrea. I didn't recognize you at first.
Do you like it?
It's a look for Barovia. It suits you, but just be careful. You're asking for a bit of danger with that color.
Thank you. It is not my choice, but I'll be careful.
Probably right about this time, Ileana, you've made your way up the staircases, and you are now in front of Ismark's door.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna knock on it. Ismark, it's Illy and Lancelot here to see you.
What do you want?
Hey, I've been pretty nice to you. Stop being a sourpuss, open the door and come talk to me.
You hear footsteps as he kind of opens the door, and he looks just as weary as his sister. Deep, dark eye bags. Just a look of sleeplessness.
We should have stayed with you guys last night.
Are you here to lay it into me like my sister did?
No. I'm here to help save your sister, and in order to do that, you're going to have to pack up and go. But you're going to come with us. We're going to find you somewhere safe. Not where you're in some sort of murder house, because apparently your boy math wasn't mathing right. And then one last thing. Do you want to take me up on my offer before we're around the other people? Are they coming at you because of what's on your neck?
I'm starting to think that is indeed the case.
Do you
I
want
don't-
to piss off the she-demon should she see you again, as a middle finger right to her face?
What are you proposing?
When I offered to... Oh, I guess I should just show you. You're going to be the first person here. Oh, no, wait. You're going to be the second person to see what I'm about to show you, and you're going to freak out. Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
What?
Why am I going to you aren't one of those.
I'm not a vampire. No. I don't have two little bitty, adorable little bullshits. I've got this. And she opens her mouth. And it's a mix between cat teeth and snake teeth. And then she closes it.
All right, I'm going to roll something real quick. He takes a moment. He's like processing what he just saw. It's just suddenly like, what are you? Is that real?
There's one way to find out.
How do you know this would even work to begin with? And do you have venom? Are you like... What?
Here's the thing. You know how... Let's take Lancelot, for example. Dogs pee and mark their territory. Basic animal instincts.
So you're saying you would mark me?
I would mark on top of the mark, pissing off the original marker. Not as a claim of ownership. I do not own you. You're your own independent man, and I don't really know what I'm into anymore. Everything's so weird and so plain. So, if you want to give her a middle finger, it would be a funny way to do it.
Roll me persuasion.
All right. Where'd my dice go? Here we go. We'll do a red one. 19 plus 4 for 23.
And when do you propose that you would do this?
You're choosing. I would like to do it when other people aren't watching. I really don't want to become anyone's fixation. That you can see me. I'm different. I've got scales in the light. I'm not perfectly warm as other people to the touch without the sun. My hair's fucking weird.
I'll consider it. Perhaps we can revisit this conversation in private when I don't hear people marching up the staircases.
I would prefer that as well, but I'd recommend you pack some clothes, get that sword we gave you, and get ready, because your sister is in a lot of danger with you hearing those things coming after her. You're safer with us.
Understood. And he will turn and head back into his room, and you just see him grab a bag and start shoving things into it.
Mm-hmm.
And Irina and the rest of the group make their way up the staircase. Irina looking a little bit more self-assured and confident in her decision to send her brother away with you all. Well, then I suppose that once Ismark has all of these things gathered, we'll grab the coffin and bring it and preferably open it not inside the house. It's been a little bit since he's been in there, and it's already an unpleasant smell as it is.
You lead, we follow.
All right. As soon as Ismark finishes his light packing, everyone will return back down the stairs, Irina leading the way. And she will pull out a key and open up that side room that they had kept locked and closed off to the rest of you. Inside is a old study of sorts, papers stacked everywhere. You can see that perhaps Irina has put many long hours into sorting through and evaluating everything that her father left her to manage and take care of. And in the middle of the room is a wooden coffin, nailed shut, with an obscene amount of nails. Well, here it is. He is, those of you strong enough, maybe Ismark, you can take one part of it. And he nods and positions himself at kind of like the head of it that's the heaviest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, any of you want to give me a hand here?
All right, Fist, you and I post up. We'll need one more. One for each corner.
Go.
I look at my noodle arms. It's not my speciality.
Yeah,
Oh, we can do it.
either.
Question. Can she check for any possible, I know they boarded it up really, really good, but is there even a tiny, opening that she could look through?
No openings. The only thing that you would notice as you approach the coffin is the sickly sweet smell of death and decay.
Filing away the observation so he hasn't escaped.
And Ismark will help you all heave it upwards. And you make your way out of the Burgomaster Manor. Unfortunately for you all, the church is all the way on the other side of the village. This is not a quick and easy journey. As you begin to make your way through, the siblings are quiet, downcast, and understandably just not up for much conversation. Ismark is definitely ignoring all of you and your antics. And Irina is leading the way, of course, clueless to what you all are up to.
Ismark,
Yes.
how are you doing? Rough day?
Is that really a question that you wish to be asking me right now?
No, seriously, how are you doing?
Having to carry the rotting body of my father and my sister is beyond upset with me, and I'm going to have to uproot my entire life and go who knows where with you all.
I thought you had friends.
I know you all are close with my sister, but I can't say that I'm fond of the idea of leaving my sister behind.
Even if she's safer without you?
We've only had each other, really, ever.
You saw what last night happened, right?
Listen, okay. Perhaps she doesn't need me. Perhaps I've just always needed her more. Are you happy? Is that what you wanted to hear?
No. Actually, I want your sister safe, and clearly she is safe when you're not there. It's hard, but...
Lest we remind you, Ismark, it's going to be a moment's hesitation like she really wanted to call him something else. Think of whom we know you are associated with. Ask yourself if it's prudent to stay when you have a connection with a certain she-devil that could be brought to your home. Or...
Obviously, I'm not fighting against this. I'm not opposing this. I know that you all are right and that Irina is right. It's okay for me to not be having the best of days.
Yes, it's quite all right.
This is not my ideal outcome.
Feel your feeling. We're not judging you for that.
Let's just get to the church.
Ismark, I'm going to say something to you. I'm not sure if anyone said this to you, but I think it's something you need to hear, whether you know it or not. I'm going to walk up alongside him. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder.
He flinches a little bit at the touch.
Ismark,
Yes.
I am sorry for your loss.
His eyes turn downcast. And from where you're standing, you can tell they're full of very complicated emotion. I do not know if I mourn more the loss of a dreadful father of mine, or if I mourn the loss of Irina's freedom, and perhaps my own.
Does it matter? Loss is loss. You still grieve. It's still a process you have to go through. The important thing is the destination, not the journey.
He nods wordlessly in response to that. Kind of looks down and then looks forward and continues on. It's very clear that he's thinking about your words.
I think Lionel will then head out to the front and will sort of just keep an eye out on the road ahead. And she has her longsword out, just on her shoulder as they walk.
All right. And with that, I think this is the perfect time for our bio break. We will return afterwards, arriving at Barovia's church. We'll be back, y'all.
But first, a quick word from this week's sponsor. We return to tonight's session as Moglivar the Abhorrent stands before you all in the ruins of the palace. Your spell slots are spent, and now I cast blindness upon you all.
Oh no! Blindness? How am I ever going to be able to see where I am? My longbow attacks are useless now.
It's okay. I can cast. Oh, wait. Nope. Gotta be able to see my opponent within range, and I'm blind, so.
Damn it, I used all my wild shapes already. How can I call lightning when I can't bloody see?
Wait, can I still get sneak attack if I'm blind? Because if not, I will riot.
Fear not, my fellow adventurers. I will call upon my majestic powers from my page.
Do you mean patron? Because isn't that a warlock thing? Or...
I call upon the mighty Chepeku to grant us some clear sights for epic maps.
Wait, no, Chepeku, my mortal enemy!
Chepeku.
Chepeku?
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 Yes, that's right, Chepeku. Chepeku create unique and original worlds with outlandish themes and ideas you won't find anywhere else. Their archive is bursting with more than 4,000 hand-drawn maps with new map packs added every week. Just head over to their Patreon, choose the Master Cartographer membership level, and you can get access to the whole lot. Join Chepeku today and get your adventures started. This is day 474. Dr. Samuel Carver recording, as always. As of this day, we are officially on our own. Communication has been reduced to local transmissions within a mile of base camp. Word has not yet reached our ears of any potential rescue, even less word of a cure. Hope continues to dwindle. It's strange to think back to the days before, watching America consume itself on the news and thinking, it'll never reach here. How wrong we were. Our supplies will probably last us another week at best. But with the long nights of winter on the horizon, the danger escalates further. If you were to ask me my honest opinion, we have 72 hours at best. So, if you're hearing this message, then rescue has arrived all too late for us. But to the few who remain, against all odds, I wish you luck. And remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. The world has changed. The coming of calamity and those who rose up against it. Victory was gained, but at a cost. The lone swordsman lays dormant. The country without rule. A people fractured under the anxiety of what is yet to come. But within these fractured lands is something thought lost to time, but not lost, merely patiently waiting. And now, with no champions left standing, there will be no will other than mine. Renounce your petty gods and worship me, for I am Majora. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? And welcome back, dear friends, to Strahdalicious, right here on Quest Junkies. Dungeon Mommy, take us away.
All right, right before break, we last left off as our Femme Fatales, along with Irina and Ismark, make their way through the village towards the church. It's a long journey across town, but rather uneventful. Ismark, having been given a lot to think about, is quiet and focused. And as you all approach the opening fence leading up to the church, you would notice that it is iron with a rusty gate enclosing a fairly small plot of land. Sitting behind it, a dilapidated church. Tightly packed gravestones, shrouded by fog, bear the names of the souls that are long past. All seems quiet beyond the rain that is turned from a drizzle to a downpour.
Well, this is the Church of the Morning Lord. Wow.
Were you expecting anything different? Are churches different where you're from?
Oh, hell yeah. I wish I could show you temples and just, they're pretty, you know?
Oh, well, I'm not quite sure what you mean by temple, but perhaps it's more upkept than our church.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
this
but, okay.
really is it. So this is what we have.
I think my next asshole question I should just save for the parishioner guy.
Okay.
Not the time.
Getting those ready early today.
Well, I suppose I should go ahead and see if Father will let us in. And she kind of looks back to everyone holding the casket. I don't know how we want to do this, if we should do the rites inside, outside. It's awfully dreary out here.
Perhaps in and out of the rain.
There's a tree.
Also,
I've been hauling 30 minutes. I'm soaked.
we kind of need to finish outside because, flames.
Yes, the rain would interfere with the flames.
Oh,
Is there enough space inside without burning the whole church?
They wouldn't interfere with my flames.
not mine. I can control them.
I don't know how Father will appreciate. What did you call it? A cremation?
Yeah.
Inside of the church of the Morning Lord. But
ashes we came, from ashes we go, and back into the earth.
first thing is first. We need to make sure that he's awake and
Of course.
sure
You should do it more
he's
often,
ready for
not
things.
just with your father.
she'll give you guys one more look, and then she's going to kind of like hurry on ahead.
Question.
Yes.
We could do some... No, to the group. Sorry.
Oh.
He's gone. We can do some switcheroo. We can just take him out. She wouldn't know.
Ismark's just
Nailed
like
shot.
Ismark looks over at Sarah and is like, I could have swore that you were one of the ones that I didn't have to worry as much about beyond
Attempting to
the
cover
fist."
his ears.
Oh.
You know, like parents do when they're about to curse in front of their kids.
Unhand me, woman. He's like holding
sorry.
the casket, trying to get hands off his ears.
All jokes aside, what if we dig a hole, put the casket in, they do the rituals, and then we just burn it in the ground?
That's what I was thinking as well.
Linnell's focus right now is on the surrounding area. She's on guard.
Well, I suppose we'll understand whether or not he has somehow been reanimated shortly, I assume.
It is
Linnell.
wild.
As the
Yes.
only one who's actively looking around at this moment, you would notice something. You would notice a single grave marker far, probably the back of all of the different tombstones. And it's not the grave marker itself that's remarkable or catching your attention. What is catching your attention is the dirt in front of it. Clearly have been disturbed.
Does it look familiar to the disturbed dirt in the Durst house?
You can go up and see.
Got a long sword out. Let's fucking party.
All
I'll
right.
go have a look.
You all see Linnell veer away,
Where are you going?
heading
Don't
towards
go
something.
Into the rain. Well,
I follow her.
I'll follow too.
Stay
Yeah.
on guard.
Let's leave the
What about the
casket here.
casket?
It stays. I'm not carrying this.
Just picture 1, 2, 3, fall.
Ismark, stay. Be a boy. Watch the coffin. If it moves, let us know.
What she
Where
said.
else would I go? Where are you all going?
Well, if you're going, then I'm staying here with this.
Securing the perimeter. Never you mind.
Freya, come. Please.
But Ismark
Ismark is fine.
Okay.
You want to keep an eye on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm worried.
All right. Linnell, you are at the front of this merry band of people heading away. And as you get closer and closer, Lena, you quickly realize what this is.
Mm-hmm.
You know the spot intimately. This is the place you were buried. Now, what you don't see, and what Linnell does see, as she's at the front getting closer, there is something that lies on top of the grave marker. Small object that, as you get closer, you realize is a flower. Small white flower. And as you get even closer, you'll notice the grave marker is strange. You aren't aware whose grave this is. And you certainly wouldn't be able to know, because the grave marker itself states, "Here lies," and then the name is scratched out.
Can I take a stress point?
Yes, you may. My players keep themselves accountable.
New and different. Just sort
So
of that
the-
1,000-yard stare at the grave.
So the ground looks disturbed.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like someone didn't want to stay dead.
That would be me.
Huh. Interesting.
It wasn't marked. It wasn't marked. There was no flower. No one mourned me. This is highly disturbing.
How do you know you were dead?
I woke up surrounded by earth. Question.
Yes.
I do have knowledge from a past life, which is a feature I can use to attempt to recall details. Let me see. When you make an ability check that uses a skill, you can roll a d6 immediately after seeing the number on the d20 and add the number on the d6 to the check. You can use this feature 2 times and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. I think staring at this spot in the ground that's been disturbed, she is going to attempt to remember how she died.
And let me quickly take a look at your character sheet, because she may recall something. But I need to make sure I know what it is that she recalls. Go ahead and roll me a d20. And you can use one expense of knowledge from a past life. This is a little different than what it actually does, but we're going to go with this.
Okay. You sick. Ooh, okay. It's 14?
14. While you try to focus, try to pull and remember what got you to this point. What laid you 6 feet underground. It's not the ground or the marker or even your death that springs a glimmer, some past memory or event. It's the magnolia flower. What Lena remembers is strangely unclear. Was it a woman who had once gifted you this flower? A lover? Someone who cared so much for you. Someone who you had spent much of your time together with would bring you magnolia flowers to celebrate how they felt about you. And the more you try to focus on who that someone is, the more your head begins to ring. Pain splitting into your temples. And a familiar voice speaks up. Well, Lena, what are you doing? Do you really want to recall that badly what happened to you?
Thought you weren't supposed to bother me.
Oh, I know, but it's just so fun to watch as you make your way through this new opportunity. I'm quite enjoying myself. Why would I stop?
Perhaps I should have just stayed dead.
But that's not what you really wanted. Otherwise, you would have never made a deal with me.
If you haven't got anything helpful to say, I suggest you run along to the netherworld or wherever the hell it is you're from.
I won't go too far. But I'll leave you with just a little something more. And your vision goes white. You recall a home that you had. Small, modest abode. And as you focus on that, you realize you're sitting at a table. Sitting in a kitchen of sorts. And in front of you is a beautiful elven woman who is in that kitchen preparing a meal. She turns to you with a big smile, and you would notice the vase of magnolias sitting on the counter. And before you can look around or say anything, your vision comes clear, and you're back in the cemetery.
I'll say that entire time she's just been staring at the grave, and even though the pain overtook her head, she hasn't moved. She's been staring and as silently as possible weeping, with maybe the occasional grunt of sound as though she's caught in a grip of some sort. And I think the minute it ends, she's going to sink to her knees, clutch at her head, and shout.
Well, if it's any consolation, I guess someone is grieving for you now. Take your time. I will respect it. Besides, now you have me curious. I wonder how many graves out there I have.
No one grieves for me. Someone's messing with me.
If I
Can you
hear
be sure?
shouting, I run towards them. What happened? Is everything okay?
Just give her a moment. She'll be fine.
That grave had nothing. There was nothing written on that grave. There were no flowers. I crawled my way out of the earth, clawing my way toward air that I no longer needed. And I was alone. And now apparently that wasn't always the case.
So you're remembering?
Yes.
I'll get down, crouch down in front of her. Look at me.
Takes
Consider
monumental
yourself.
effort to lift her head.
Memories are a gift. If you get them back, embrace it. Don't let it weigh down upon you. Take it from someone who does not have them anymore.
What am I supposed to do with this information? There's nothing I can do.
You'll figure it out. It takes time. Don't just automatically pressure yourself into having all the answers immediately.
I think she'll have fallen to her knees a little bit rougher, so her hands are in the dirt when they start to crackle with purple energy. It's this. Whatever cursed magic keeps me alive, it's whoever's supplying it. They mean to torment me. Since I did not choose afterlife, they wish to make my waking second life a nightmare.
Well, let's try and get some answers then. Give me your hand.
It'll be shaking because she's trying to hold the magic back and she's failing miserably at it.
As soon as you take Linnell's hand, you see the runes leave her hand in the style of tattoos, as I'm going to cast Identify on you. Which, as the spell says, if you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. It's probably a long shot, but it might get something.
Roll me a D100 fate roll.
That's what I was hoping for. What was it from last time? It seemed to go down well. Come on, give it to me.
Yeah.
It fucking gave it to me. 92.
92. As you have your hand on Lena and you're focusing on the spell, or on your spell on her, you get a strange, conflicting feeling. This is not a spell like you're aware of affecting Lena. It's something much more powerful than that. And familiar. Something about just the general air, the general deep sorcery that is made Lena who she is. There is a part of you that resonates with this quite strongly. You sense that connection. And you would hear a voice. Oh, well, hello. We haven't met yet. But maybe we will someday. Now, stop peeking into things that you shouldn't be looking into, Linnell. It's only going to make you feel worse about everything.
Bold of you to assume that I don't constantly feel worse about everything. I'll see you soon.
And you and Lena are left standing there. New information to you.
I think I'll let go of Lena's hand. Let's give her a pat on the back. I do have one answer for you.
Yes.
This journey of knowledge that you seek, I'm on that journey too. So all the fucked up, complicated emotions and shit you're dealing with, I get it. We'll do it together. One thing at a time. First, let's deal with the fucking dead body in the room situation.
Yes. It will take her a minute to stand up, but eventually she'll claw into the dirt to lift herself back onto her feet. Thank you.
Thank you for opening up. It's not easy to do.
Yes, I think perhaps we should have a talk after this.
All in good time.
She'll follow back to the church.
All right.
Sarah helps Lena up when you finally get up and cleans you up a tiny bit.
Thank
For
you.
what it's worth, I'm not in neither of your situation, but I'm glad you both are here. So we are celebrating your undead life.
I agree. You're not
Truly
alone
is
anymore.
the celebration of life.
Not a mourning, a celebration. I think we should make some fire now. Let's go. As Mike didn't hear that, right?
As you guys finish up over at Lena's grave, you would see a irritated Irina making her way back to join you all. He won't let us in.
Yeah. Why? Did he give you a reason why? Because I think I have a reason why.
No, he just said that he was unwell and that he couldn't do any of the services and to come back another time. This is outrageous. I've never in my life experienced this. The door's always open to the church.
Irina, he is the servant of the Morning Lord, is he not?
He is.
He has never seen the sun. The Morning Lord is no longer here. I don't think. I don't think it's safe here. I don't think it's wise to put your dad's body in the ground. Things are not staying in the ground here, and they should.
We've always served the Morning Lord. I mean,
that's really great. You can serve him privately, but he is no longer here. Something's wrong, Irina.
We can still have a service in his name. Just
We
not
don't-
here.
We don't need
the
that.
church.
no, we need the church. He needs to have his proper rights. I can't. If there's one thing I cannot budge on, is he needs to have his rights.
Oh,
Well, we
I
did
don't-
have a talk with him.
We should have a talk with him. Did you see anything weird about him? His eyes?
He wouldn't open the door. Oh, we conversed from other sides of the... I don't understand.
Refusing the Burgomaster when she's carrying human remains, I find that quite odd.
If you want to go punch a door really fucking hard.
Oh, yeah, I do. Do I have to knock 4 times?
No. Break that shit down.
Okay,
Well,
let's do it.
Oh, but the body and the children. We can't leave Ismark alone with.
That is true.
Did you just, like, from afar, did you just call me a child?
I didn't mean it like that.
No, we're talking about the dog and the rat, and don't worry about it.
What's wrong? Don't you want to be a good boy?
It's not the time.
Well,
Come on.
He just, like, sticks his middle finger up at you from afar.
Stay.
I'm gonna jog on over to Ismark.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have my son with you. My little Lancelot. And here's the
He
thing.
looks down at Lancelot, who's just like soaking wet, smells like wet dog, drooling everywhere, tongue lolling up the side of his mouth, just super happy to be here.
Does it sound normal for the dead to come back up from the ground?
You're asking the wrong person. At this point, my whole life isn't normal.
Yeah, so we can leave your sister with the dog outside. Either way, we're going in there. Do you want to go potentially fight some things and do some investigating with us? Do you want to come play with us?
He looks entirely confused about who they're fighting, what they're fighting, and he nods wordlessly, but his thoughts are more of, I need to keep you all from causing trouble. And that's written on his face, where he's just like...
How about this? You stay outside and be our lookout.
And protect your sister.
Yes. Watch over your father's remains.
Oh.
And Lancelot.
What if we get them like in the awning? Either way, we're on the grounds of the church. I don't really think it matters if they come inside.
But you said yourself, it's not sacred anymore. So
It's not sacred anymore. So I mean, at least Irena's out of the rain. And my little Lancelot won't get a little doggy cold.
Well, I believe the first thing that we have to do is actually get inside the church.
She's got that covered. Fist, do your thing.
All right.
All
Fist
right.
walks up.
You gonna punch that door?
I am gonna punch that door.
Roll to hit.
Let's go.
Is she using her quarterstaff normally, or is she literally punching it unarmed? Do
Literally
you guys know?
Literally unarmed. You can do
Okay.
it however you want, though.
Pop, pop.
she does have a staff as well.
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking. Normally, she probably uses her.
For flavoring
Um,
to accompany the punches, I think as soon as the second one is bop bop, she's just gonna shout, "Father!"
I like it.
Nice.
Okay, I rolled a unarmed strike 21.
21. They'll hit. Roll for damage.
5.
5. Okay. That takes out a few of the boards, and candlelight seeps out from them. Between them. Do you want to hit again?
Oh, sure. I'll punch till that door is down. Father, open the door, or I'll break it down.
It just shatters under your fists. If you're just going to keep punching at it.
It is a 23 for this. And again, 5 points of damage. I'm just like...
You break down that door to reveal a dilapidated, just like inner foyer area. with many, many candles just positioned everywhere. And this foyer opens up to what looks like to be a larger room. And at the end of that is the chapel. All you can hear, Sarah, is a soft voice from within, fervently reciting a prayer in the midst of sobs. And as you're trying to strain to listen to what that prayer could be, it's blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises from beneath the wooden floor.
That's a gift.
Yeah, fucking called that. Let's go.
Okay. Father or scream? What are we doing?
Ooh, this is gonna be fun. And a priestess of Shar comes to ruin your fucking day. And good. All hail Shar. All hail Shar. Come on, guys, join it.
All hail Shar.
All hail Shar.
If you have any stress
Converted.
points, you remove a stress point, Ileana.
Nice.
At that, the man at the back of the chapel looks up at you all, the sudden invasion of this place, this church. And rather than react with anger or an outburst, he just looks utterly defeated as his shoulders drop and his prayers completely melt into sobs. Ismark reaches out to Irina and grabs her by the arm and kind of holds her back and behind him. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but I do not like the looks of this. Perhaps I should go speak with him.
We've broken down the door. Prudent.
There's screaming coming from the floorboards. I'd say just hold ready for something.
Yeah.
Let's I'm gonna go over to this priest and I'm just gonna sit next to him. Having a bad day there, huh?
What do you want? Can't you just leave me alone?
No. What? So, why are you praying? Why are you defeated? Why are you crying? Why is there screaming? Why are people coming up from the ground? There's so many questions.
He looks very confused at that last part. From the ground?
Yeah, has something happened where your holy building? What is this called again? Not holy anymore?
What? I'm sorry, young lady, but I do not know what you mean by that, but... And his words are interrupted again by another scream, and he sobs loudly in response to it. My son. If you must know, that's who you hear. My Doru. My beautiful son. He left a few weeks ago to find that missing girl in town. Gertruda. He fancied her. And, well, he came back changed. Please, just leave us be.
Is he suffering?
He looks at Lena and wordlessly nods. I've been praying for the Morning Lord to give me the strength to do what I must.
What you must do to ease his pain.
Indeed.
Well,
What?
maybe he answered.
Surely the Morning Lord will hear my pleas, and Nora will come back to me.
How long has he been like this?
He came back about a week or so.
He's been down there screaming for a week.
Yes.
You just left him there?
If you
Did you feed him?
If you saw what my son has become, I don't think he consumes nourishment as we all do anymore.
Well, if you ask me, your God has answered your prayers in sending us. But you might not like what we need to do.
Please don't hurt him. Please,
He's already hurting.
Surely you wish to end his suffering.
If I believe hard enough, the Morning Lord will bring him back to me.
All right, before you start babbling about the Morning Lord some more, can we talk about the changes that happened in your son? Just like a slight recon. He's different. He's
vampire. Or a spawn, at least.
With just the two little itty bitties? That's fine. That's fine.
Perhaps we can speak to someone who's been there. She will look at Ismark.
He looks incredibly uncomfortable.
He'll just gently gesture like this. Was it that painful? Were you screaming?
I'm not a vampire spawn, if that's what you're asking. He even bares his teeth at you. He's like...
They're not pointy?
No pointy teeth there.
Okay.
That was adorable.
Very cute.
If you say that as a Freya, he just kind of like glowers at that, and he's just not adorable.
Well, listen. No matter how much you pray, there's no undoing that. He's not coming back, not how you knew him.
Please don't hurt my son. He's all I have. Surely in blood?
Yes.
You've got plenty of it.
Because what you're doing right now is torture. He has nothing to feed on.
Eventually he's gonna have to feed, and you're the closest one.
Is that what you all would do in my situation?
No.
Well, the
The immediate.
thing is,
Actually,
I'd like to go see your little spawn first. It's really funny because he's like your son, which is a spawn, and then he's like a vampire spawn.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Really funny.
I love that.
the father looks at you horrified that you're making light of the situation.
Have you tried punching it out of him? I mean, it's a solution.
Irina's finally like peeking over Ismark's shoulder, like, no need to resort to violence, everyone. I don't think.
Well,
Yes, perhaps there is a way we can resolve this solution, but I mean, okay, let me put it to you this way. He either obtains blood from an ethical source or is loosed from his chains. I assume you have him chained. And
oh my god.
is able to run amok on the townspeople.
Is it organic if it's your dad? No, sorry.
Okay, but here's the thing though.
It's ethically sourced.
If you've had your son chained, he's probably mad at you. You've already invited him in, so he can come in anytime he wants. That's probably not super. Let's go see your little your little boy and suss out the situation. Because praying's not going to do anything for you. Oh, unless have you tried holy water on your son? Did he burn horribly?
More torture.
The more horrified looks, and he bursts into sobs again. Or when you see this, you know who to blame.
Finally, yes.
Yes.
That was one of the goals that.
Oh yeah. But that went organically. That wasn't forced.
Is your son the only vampire you have here?
Yes. Yeah. He doesn't know what to say to all of this. I mean, really, what
Let me see your
father
neck.
could.
Just in case.
He's
Can you show
silently
us
lifts
your neck, your arms?
lifts his like robe, and nothing, no marks.
You know, case in point, I don't know if this is super important, but if I was going to be a vampire, I would have more fun than letting them just go for the neck. I'm just putting that out there. I'm going to... Which way down?
Drip. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. I don't want to see this.
All he does, he doesn't point you in a direction. He reaches into his pocket and he gives you a key. And as he hands it over, you hear a young man's voice cry out, "Father, I'm starving!" And more screaming. And Father Donovich points back to the hallway towards a set of doors to the side.
Well,
You want to come with us? Father, it's your son.
He stands up. I suppose I must. And he will slowly, defeatedly lead you to the door. Leads to a moldy room. This room contains a few broken roofs. And in one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor, held shut with a chain and a padlock. The young man's screams of anguish can be heard through that door. I cannot bear to see my child like this.
Father, we'll ease his pain and yours. And then you points back in the direction of where the children are. Then you will ease their pain.
Ismark motions to the father for him to come join where him and Irina are standing. I believe, Father, that they have a point. What you need to do, you need to allow them to do it for you. And then he looks over to the group. I think we all know what needs to be done.
If it's any consolation, it seems like you still have humanity. So there might be hope for you yet to go to a better place in death.
The father looks at you, Avrea. You are a sweet child. Thank you.
After we have a conversation with your son, I want to be respectful here. Do you have any requests?
Don't let him suffer.
You know, turning someone's kid, I think the person suffering the most is you. I think. Do you have a beef with Strahd
Strahd von Sarovich.
Yeah, that.
We don't speak of her. Even having said her name aloud, I fear what I might have wrought upon the village.
I think she's already played with you a bit, sending your son down a little pointy.
May the Morning Lord bless you all and your endeavor.
I'm gonna
Ileana, you feel your skin crawl. You feel that cold down your spine. It's almost like your body is rejecting such a blessing.
May Shar ease your sorrow and turn around.
That must have been hard.
It's so fucking itchy. I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to rip my skin off.
Don't. I mean, we can cleanse it with fire if you want.
I thought you were gonna say, I mean, do you?
Okay.
All right. Are you all going to open the chain and padlock and make your way in?
Guys, just a quick question. Wouldn't it be cool to have a vampire on the team?
I hear when people form groups with vampires, like people get like super attached to them, and it's like even though they technically are like a big red flag, but people see like so many different
red flags.
Yeah, I don't want to fix him. I want to make him worse.
I keep forgetting you're a native to Barovia. Of course, you love red flags.
Oh yeah.
We could
My favorite color.
Colorblind.
Look at my hair.
we could judge whether or not they live based off their accent. It's another vote, another day.
I mean, if that's how we judge people here, it's no wonder I'm dead.
I mean, Lena was talking about it like if we source the blood, I mean, who says he has to die? You guys are clearly whatever you are. I'm sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything.
No, there is some merit to that idea after all. I mean, if he doesn't want to lose his son, but his son shouldn't be hunting and killing the people of Barovia.
Point.
Why not offer the blood voluntarily, especially as the boy's father?
And just for the record, you could disrespect me anytime.
You want to do the same thing like this morning? Later?
Yeah, this is
I
probably
go?
not the place.
Still going at it. Wow. This is not the place, guys.
You're very forward.
I was just working out. Okay, let's deal with the situation first.
That's what they're calling it. All right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you... Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
All right. We'll just...
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's mosey on in.
Ooh, question. I don't want to sacrifice my rat, but we could try if rat blood would work for him.
Get a little, get some interview with a vampire aesthetic going on here.
But brilliant.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
I'm quiet now. If you need my fists, let me know.
Oh man.
All right, let's go see how she looks around. This vampire is. We'll just open the hatch and go on down.
All right. You open the hatch and make your way down below. The church's undercroft has rough-hewn walls, and as you go down the steps, you see the floors are made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wooden pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling above, and candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you to glimpse a gaunt shape in the far corner. Have you come to kill me?
Come to talk to you first.
Will you feed me? I'm so hungry.
Oh,
Well, I got bread. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I
Blood.
insight check
I
his
was about to
tone?
say,
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I would also like to insight check this. I am going to use an inspiration key.
All
I
right.
am saying that straight up.
As I accidentally yoinked one more from there.
It's a dirty 20.
2 natural 20s. I need a picture of this shit.
Patch dropped.
Oh, damn it!
Oh yeah, it keeps happening. It keeps happening.
So much suffering.
It couldn't handle it. It said 2 nat 20s.
Yeah.
No.
I'm taking a picture.
Oh, yeah.
And for those of you watching, we post our Nat 20s in our Discord discussion channel for Strahdalicious. So check us out. And Nat 20s in chat, please.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. All right, so with both of those insight checks, you would sense a desperation. This is the desperation of perhaps a man that has been pushed beyond his limits. Thirst highly undercuts his words. Now, as to whether he is dangerous, with that sort of desperation and what you know about vampires and what they're capable of, it would be safe to assume that he would be incredibly dangerous.
She's gonna turn to Sarah. Perhaps we find you another rat along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will.
What if we start with a triple,
I doubt he has enough civility left to be patient enough for a dribble.
Linnell calls out. What happened to you?
Isn't it obvious?
I just want to punch
I
his
went
face.
out. I went out. And I found God. And she looked at me and determined I was not worthy. And so I came home. I came home. And here I am.
Okay.
My father starving me.
First off,
see-
congrats on not. Sorry. First off, congrats on not eating your dad. Second, she didn't even want to play with you. She sent you home.
The goddess has many playmates.
Do you wish to continue your second life, as it were?
I'm so thirsty. Will you feed me?
Groveling little thing, isn't he? She's going to say it low enough because my mic won't pick it up.
So,
Well-
hey, listen. Listen to me.
Yes.
You say you found God.
I did.
Does that mean you know who I am?
No. Should I?
Technically, yes, you should.
The figure kind of makes his way a little closer behind one of the pillars, shuffling just out of sight, preventing you from getting a clear look at his face.
Readying an Eldritch Blast should things go south.
I've got blood.
You'll feed me?
Open your mouth, I'll drip it in. But if you're hungrier than that, I can kill you.
The figure is contemplating. Doru hesitantly shuffles out. It's a trap. I can sense it.
I'm gonna step forward.
You
Thank
are
you,
a
Robin.
thirst trap. So
God damn.
you're welcome.
Yes.
I feel the rat is too good for him. I'm so sorry.
Perhaps you're right.
I mean, he's kind of a pathetic little thing.
Yes.
I think he is completely mind wiped.
Do you really want us to feed you?
Yes, I would. I don't
Beg.
think that rat is gonna be enough, though.
Beg for it.
Please. Please. I'm so thirsty.
I have a question before we do this or even consider it. Do vampires bleed?
Not
Do
good
spawns bleed because they're not full vampires yet? Just a question. Because then we could feed him his own blood.
So auto cannibalism, you know. Fun fact: humans do that when they chew on the inside of their cheek or their finger.
Passive perceptions.
Yeah. 15.
14.
12.
13.
I believe Ileana's is the highest of the groups.
And still walking towards him.
Ileana, you are still walking towards him, and you are the most perceptive of the bunch. If that was an option, it's an option he's already tried. As you would see all the desperate scratches and bite marks along his arms. And as you get even closer, you see his once handsome face, gaunt, his eyes crazed.
Behind him, a little ship appears. A little wasp. As I cast out my spiritual weapon. Well, guys,
Alright.
what's the verdict? Because this is gonna be real fun.
Could have been more convincing.
Am I more attached to a pet rat or a pet vampire? I don't know. You guys decide.
Oh, the
Well,
rat.
I feel so too.
Well, see, here's the thing. You are trying to please us and do everything you can. What's to say you're not gonna
Y'all are
scurry off to Strahd and rat us out to get in their good graces?
Turn again on someone.
But you would all feed me?
Is that what happened to Gertrude?
I never found Gertruda. I don't know where she went. Far, far away. I'll do anything you want of me if you feed me.
Insight check. Is it desperation or does he mean it?
Roll
If
me
you let me.
insight. And remember, you have a few keys available to you.
I have a high insight, I think. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Both. You would get the sense that he is quite desperate. Incredibly so. But it also perhaps means that you can easily buy his loyalty.
I think this is going to be a bit of an exaggeration, but she'll just say, Spawn, oh no, he appears to be little more than a walking, talking, pleading pet. I'm not interested in keeping another pet. I think our menagerie is plentiful.
I had a silly little idea. You know how there's 2 granny bakers and one of them has thugs? Thugs are an unlimited supply chain of being meat and blood bags. If he wanted to integrate himself into society and ingratiate himself to the granny and be a good worker, his pay could be eating thugs. Then our thug problem fucking taken care of. Renew, reuse, recycle.
Before he can be domesticated, he must first be pro.
Wait. There is also stuff doctors do when they take blood from people. He could be cleaning blood. We could have another side hustle. Sorry, I'm switching my accent. Iliana.
There's no way
God damn
that
it.
he would
Or
keep
Shar,
his
damn it.
cool.
What's your god's name again?
God damn it.
I think Ileana needs a moment.
Yeah.
It's Char.
He's no longer himself. How do we know that he can be domesticated? That he can obey? For
I agree
more
with
than
Freya.
just...
I don't want to treat him as an animal, but if you can train an animal with food, and if you can train him with blood, I mean...
He's worse than an animal.
All right, let's find out. Be a good boy. Sit, open your mouth, and I'm going to slice my palm open.
All right.
I was waiting for that.
Let me check something.
We have to have the right blood group.
He quivers
Not tight.
visibly at the sight of your blood, but he doesn't move. His eyes fix on your palm, moving wildly, erratically as you move your palm around. All of you, you're all getting naughty points after this. Sarah, and he waits patiently, manically.
Mm-hmm. My spiritual weapon will tilt his head up, and I'll squeeze blood into his mouth.
The blood drips down the side of his face, and he frantically moves it into his mouth, trying to get every last drop. How long do you do this for?
I think I'll just keep squeezing and bleeding. So I have a curious little question. I'm not as warm as other people. Does my blood taste different from people blood?
He's way too busy lapping up and eating every drip that you give him. He's not responding.
Well, I'm probably smarter than this guy, and that's not saying a lot. Just like putting that out there. Don't see if being a wizard in his future. And I'll just, I guess, squeeze for a bit. And then, all right, there.
More. I need more. I'm so thirsty.
Greedy
Please.
pup.
Let me make another roll. You guys are getting lucky. As manic and crazed as his voice gets, as he's frantically, like, searching for any more drops of blood on his face, he doesn't move to attack you, Ileana, but he does look frantically over to the others.
Yes, we've tried the carrot. Perhaps it's time for the stick.
Linnell is readying an action, a spell.
Please, more. Please. I'll do anything.
How much have you fed before coming here?
Not a drop.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking. He's behaving now because this is his first blood. The more he gets, I don't think it's a good idea to leave him.
All right, so death it is.
No, I'll do anything.
Was his last meal or?
First and last.
I mean,
is going to attempt to dash.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look.
Held action.
Let me see something real quick. So he's going to dash, which means that I need you all to roll me initiative.
Yeah.
That I have this set up right.
And I'll put my spiritual weapon with me, right? Like but that's a bonus action to use? Okay.
Yeah, bonus action. Let's go ahead and
I read that right, Evrea. You were like, he's not going to be able to function on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure.
Okay, I'm updating the initiative order as we speak.
Reminds me shit. Sorry.
Okay, let's see. Make sure I have everyone right. So we got 2 15s, 2 9s, and a 16. All right. I will allow, since you had you were holding an action, and I'm going to allow you to use that as like a reaction, Lena. So go ahead and roll to hit.
It's based. There we go. Math. 21 to hit.
Okay, that will hit. Roll damage.
Does mine go off as well?
Oh yeah, because you had held something as well. Yeah, yours will go after Lena's.
Okay.
7 force damage.
Okay, 7 force damage. All right, Linnell.
So Linnell's reaction, with her longsword in hand, She screams out as loud as she can. Enough! Slams the sword into the ground. Her tattoos flare as she casts Linnell's Resolute Flame.
Ooh.
I need a dexterity saving throw as a 30-foot line of blue flame rockets towards this little boy.
Can I dodge out of the way?
That is a 16.
16 succeeds, so he takes half damage. So
All
I'll
right.
roll virtually. I rolled 3 ones on the damage, so that's
No.
terrible. Of course.
All right. Now, then I would say top of turn order with that. And he rolled a 17, beating out everyone here. He is going to use his action to dash.
Do we know his name, by the way?
Doru. You would have
Oh,
heard
yeah.
that
Thanks.
from the father. Let me take a look at something. So, that will allow him to make his way up out of the trapdoor area. And in line of sight of Ismark, Irina, and Father Danovich, who are standing in the doorway, blocking where he can go. Sarah, you are up in the turn order.
Okay, I would like... So, I have a speed of 40, but he dashed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I would like to spend a key point as a bonus action and dash? No, sorry. Step of the wind up to him, and as my action, grab him and throw him back into the basement.
All right, I'm going to need a strength check on this, and he's going to oppose you.
Could I take another key?
They are there
That
to be used.
river got earlier?
All right. A key is being utilized to give you advantage.
Net 20 for a 22.
All right.
Yo.
He's going to roll against this. There's always a chance. So let's see. You got an 18 on the die and a 21 total. You grab Doru, and with all your might, you slam him back down through the trapdoor. And he
Does he take
bounces
damage?
off of the steps. Oh yeah, he's taking damage for this.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll. I'm going to use one of my blood dice. All right. I'll mark that off. Anything else you can do on your turn?
She just... Technically, I can move, right?
With Step of the Wind, I'm not incredibly familiar with how monks play.
It says you can spend a key point to use the disengage or dash action as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So I haven't used my movement.
I believe using the dash action would use your movement, wouldn't
Okay,
it?
okay.
Am I wrong?
It's okay.
Other DM in game?
Don't worry about it. I'll stay where I am. I'll
No.
turn
Okay,
around
here.
and-
Or we can always refer to chat. Let's
I think
see.
it's just additional to movements.
Movement and dash
Yeah,
are
I
separate.
could see that.
Okay, cool. Then I will allow it.
Okay, I will basically turn around, tell them to close the door, and then basically go down and try to pin him down since he's probably on the floor. I know I can't because I have my action already, but I'm getting closer to him. And tell him,
All right.
Don't you dare.
Now, you did use your action to fling him down. Are you able to use another action or a key point in order to pin him?
I don't think so. I could technically have a second attack, but I'm not sure if that works with a whole step of the wind, so I'll just say I'm more like pointing at him or something.
Okay. Threatening.
Yep. That's my turn.
All right. Ileana, you are next.
All right. I'm going to guiding bolt at first level this gentleman for it's a +5, 18 to hit.
All right, that will hit.
And that's going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 radiant.
15 radiant.
And then as a bonus action, my spiritual weapon's going to rocket towards full speed this little wasp ship for a 16 plus 5 for 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And as it slams into his body, it explodes. And you see a fractured, shattered ship orbiting around him for 11 more radiant damage.
All right. That is your turn?
Yeah, and as she sees her ship explode, she starts to hyperventilate. That's it.
All right. I would like you to roll me a con save.
All right. That's going to be a 8.
An 8. Take a stress point.
Okay.
As the imagery of your ship exploding hits too soon and too close to home. Linnell, you are up. And before you make any movements or attacks, I need to verify. Ileana, does Guiding Bolt give advantage?
Oh, shit.
If it had hit.
Guiding Bolt?
It does.
Yes.
So how far away are they from me?
Within 10 feet now.
Music to my ears. Linnell's going to activate Blade Song. It's a little different this time. Now she's pissed. And she's fully tapping into this Blade Song ability. As her power grows, perhaps the mists of Barovia are just getting to her just a little bit. As
Oh, you fancy, huh? You fancy.
he takes on a more horrific visage, appearing more undead, like she should do. She casually walks 10 feet and takes a swing with her longsword, aiming for the neck, going for a full decapitation.
Right.
With advantage, thanks to the Guiding Bolt. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. Fucking hell, I'm rolling ones on damage again. 2 points of damage.
All right. Anything else on that? On your turn.
I think that's it. But I will position myself so that I'm in between Vamp Boy and Ileana, specifically direction-wise.
All right. Avreya.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot with my crossbow. So that is 19 to hit.
That'll hit. You guys are rolling well today.
Mm-hmm. Not on damage though.
Not
One
on
the die.
damage.
It's a 4 in total.
All right.
One's on damage.
Still damage.
And then, as a bonus action, I want to face step up to him, and with my autumn form, he has to roll a wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
Okay. Let me see something real quick, though. Just want to make sure something. Okay, wisdom. That's a 14.
Oh, beats it.
All right. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay. Lena.
Let's see. I think, okay, we're gonna go for Word of Radiance. And I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 10.
That is a fail. He takes... let's see. Ooh, max damage. That is 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's your turn.
All right, back up to the top. You all watch in horror as some of those wounds on Doru's body begin to almost sizzle as black ichor seeps from his wounds and begins sealing up a few of them. He heals for an amount of damage. Now, let me take a quick look. Disregarding opportunity attacks. So he's going to move. So those of you that are up against him, so Sarah and
also me.
Yeah, Sarah, Avreya, and Linnell, you guys are going to be able to make opportunity attacks. As he moves to, again, dash away. So I would like you all to make your opportunity attacks.
Better. 22 to hit.
They'll hit.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here.
Max damage, 11 points.
All right.
Only at 12.
12 will not hit. Sarah?
Can I use my quarterstaff or do I have to do an unarmed? It's a melee attack.
I believe you can
so-
use your quarters. I'll allow, regardless, I'm allowing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
That'll hit.
Okay, cool. Sorry. 7 points of
7. All right.
bludgeoning.
He will make his way past the 3 of you, taking some damage, as he again dashes up the stairs towards the group. And let me make a roll. Let's see.
Did they listen?
Crazed and blood frenzied, damaged and losing more of that precious blood. He is going to lash out against one of the 3 that is blocking his path. You didn't close it? It would have
No, I asked them to close it. Okay,
I think I did not enter them into the fray of things. I think they're a little... I would rule that Ismark and Irina are too busy trying to hold Father Donovich back.
Okay.
Because, let's be real, this man does not want to see his child dead.
God damn it, guys, I told you to close it.
Let me go ahead. I'm going to roll to hit. 9. He misses. As Ismark has pulled Father Donovich just out of the way. I think that, let me double check. Is it for his attack? Because I think that with his attack, he wouldn't have moved any farther, even though with his dash, he could have. So, Sarah, back to you.
How far away is he now?
You're at the bottom of the steps. And remember that I'm not going to measure this out precisely.
No, don't worry.
So don't worry about it. He is within, I would say, like 30 to 40 feet.
So I have 40 feet. Can I get to him?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay. So she basically parkours up.
Parkour.
Mm-hmm. Parkour. You know what? We'll do the same thing again. Down with you. And this time I'm closing the door. Bad
okay,
puppy.
Roll me another strength check.
God damn it. 15.
He got a 19 on the die for 22. So you are not able to throw him down the stairs, but you got your fists on him. Anything else?
Punch.
You're gonna punch? Go ahead.
Strike if I can get him off his feet. That's good enough. 16. Hit.
It will.
Oh, awesome.
So you can roll for damage.
Oh, it's only a d4. That sucks. Oh, but it's a 4 plus 3. 7.
7. Okay. Ileana.
She's really rattled, and she's going to heave herself up the ladder in this floating mass of a broken ship with little teeny tiny bodies in it. She's just kind of not all here. And she sees the spawn, and she invokes the moon as she casts Moonbeam on him.
All right, that's a save he has to make, so.
Oh, cool. I don't have to roll for it. Constitution save 13.
All right. He nat 20'd.
Okay.
So I think that's still half damage, though.
Okay, radiant half as much. Yeah.
That 20's in the chat for Doru.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
So half of 16 is going to be 8 radiant. And then
Just claim it for myself.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
This broken ship is going to turn into a hippo with a blaster gun, and it's going to run right into him. And as it goes to hit this fucking vampire for my own nat 20.
Nice.
Thanks.
How much damage did you say that the moonbeam did first?
The half damage would be 8.
8. Okay. And for you nat 20'd, so how we're gonna do this is a crit. How I do my crits typically for this kind of stuff is full damage plus a roll.
Okay. So 11 is the full, plus the roll would be plus 7, so 18 total.
How do you want this to go down?
Nice.
This cocky hippo flies towards him with its gun, and the gun explodes in the face of this vampire, and the hippo's face explodes. And what we're left with is however you want to flavor the vampire. She's not even focused on it anymore. She can smell the sizzle, but all she can see is Nash and his corpse. And she sees nothing else. She's not here right now. And I'll take a stress point.
All right. Doru's sizzling, as you described it, body slumps to the ground with an audible thud. And Ileana, as you are focused on this, the screams and sobs of Father Donovich don't even breach your thoughts. All you see as you stare at Doru's body is the face of Nash. Burning. Eyes wide and vacant. Father Donovich falls to his feet again, heartbroken, crumpled mess of a man, as Irina and Ismark try to steady him. And the rest of you, you saw how this went down. You saw the state that Ileana is now in. What do you do?
Did the body disintegrate?
It's not disintegrated.
I use
It's
my
there.
burning hands and turn it into flames.
All right.
Would
The
I have
body
seen... Sorry.
Chars. Go ahead.
Would I have seen the hippo? Because I think I was still downstairs.
No.
Well, going up, seeing Iliana in that state, I think I go to her and just silently, I don't say anything, but I just put my hands on both of her shoulders and just be on her side.
Linnell will use Blessing of the Raven Queen to appear directly in front of Ileana. We'll get on her level and just, put a hand on either side of her head and just bring foreheads together and just try and, again, not saying anything, but being there in that moment.
Lancelot, Your mother needs you.
He had been cowering in the corner, quaking and shivering, but at your beckon, Evrea, he will kind of skittishly move forward and then run into Ileana's lap, giving her chin little licks.
I'm not important right now. Go help them.
You don't get to decide that.
She's going to cry into the dog.
Lancelot just snuggles up against her, just furiously licking her cheek, just trying to soothe an ache that he senses is there and oh so deep. Irina looks between the father and the rest of you, and what is left of poor Doru. I think that was a lot for everyone.
Indeed.
Perhaps Father can wait one more day.
I see no point in delaying a thing you're both dreading.
Do you see the state of this man? He just lost his son.
It's not going to be better tomorrow. He's going to be the same tomorrow. Grief doesn't go away within a day.
He at least deserves an opportunity to grieve.
His son's soul is finally at rest. His physical body no longer being tortured by his very existence. Your father deserves the same opportunity.
No, not right now. It is not right. I don't blame you all for what's transpired here, but I can't. He has his own son to attend to. This can wait.
All that matters.
Body here.
All that matters to you is that the rites of the Morning Lord is done. If it's the Morning Lord's rites, doesn't matter who performs it. If it's to the book and to the T, doesn't matter.
I volunteer.
Oh.
Not only you need to be done with this so that you can grieve properly, but you're also putting yourself and Ismark at risk by staying together.
The Morning Lord's...
I know a prayer. Let's take this back outside. And she looks down to Father Danovich, who has now slowly almost crawled over to the smoldering body of his son.
Will you join us in saying a prayer, Father?
He's too far deep in grief to respond. Ismark looks over at the rest of you all. Well, come, can't say that I'm much of a man of strong faith, but I agree with Irina. I think we should leave the father be to his grief and take the matters into our own hands.
Got it.
Will any of you help me perhaps dig a grave? Or he looks over to Dora's body. Maybe 2.
I'll help.
While you guys do that, I will tend over your father. And for the next hour, I'm going to work on the ritual of ceremony for the funeral rite, where you touch one corpse, and for the next 7 days, that target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell.
All right. I think this is where we should end tonight's session, and we'll resume next time, taking the ceremony into account, and you all prepping the graves. And that was Strahdalicious for today, everyone. How are we feeling?
Great.
Oh boy.
Fantastic.
That'd be fun.
What a happy ending.
Hi.
So uplifting.
Yeah.
Now, and with that, I am Bree, your humble dungeon mistress for Strahdalicious on Fridays. Thank you so much to my lovely cast of characters and players, and to the people who have joined us in chat on Twitch. As always, we're going to wrap this up with everyone kind of giving a little bit of a outro of themselves. Tell me, who you are, plug your stuff, and give me your favorite moment of today's session. And going the other way this time, we're going to put a certain someone on the spot. Sarah, you go first.
I'm Sarah. I was on a mission. I failed one. I wanted to flirt with Ileana more, which did not happen. The session was too intense. I'm sorry. I shall romance you from afar. Yeah, so I played for River today because they were busy. And you find me on the channel also sometimes as the Traveler, but not on this channel. And I'm 1/3 of Tales of Exandria, the Lava Chateau on TikTok. Thanks for having me today. I know it's a bit...
We loved having you.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it's like... it's like, you fucker, you're not getting out of this basement. It's like, no. So anyway, there are so many favorite moments. It's like, as always, it's just, again, a great group to play with. So the whole scene with Elena at the grave, obviously, very intense. But also like Freya, new season, and also here, final blow with Ileana and Patch going all out with the effects and everything. And obviously Dungeon Mummy. It's amazing. The whole scenarios, the description, everything. So loved it. And thanks for having me. And next week you will have River again.
Oh, we loved having you. Mm-hmm. All right. Going counterclockwise. Bridget.
Hello, everybody. My name's Bridget. I've been Lena, the sneaky yet freaky, saddie yet baddie, second favorite undead of the party. Yeah, what a session. So when I'm not here on Fridays getting any combination of scared, sad, and horny, you can usually find me on Monday nights playing Frag the Way the Lung Death Shattercraft Monk in the Redania Chronicles. Surprise, surprise, in about an hour's time, I'm going to be popping up on Phoenix Iwaki's channel with our dungeon mistress playing in Candlekeep Mysteries.
Yeah!
And that'll be a fun surprise. I just know it. And when I'm not on stream, you can find me behind the scenes, recap and lore keep and fanfic and all the writing. just all of it.
So many fanfics, so many words.
Little time. Definitely my favorite moment. So much to choose from. So hard to pick a favorite, but yeah, the tiny little patron voice returning to wreck her day. The anguish was real. So very real in that moment. And then yes, God, so much intense stuff tonight. It was really great having you here, Sarah. That's me.
All right, C.
Hi, I'm C, and I played Avrea, aka Baby Spice, and from today also Ginger Spice. You can find me online as Hasty on YouTube or Twitch, and my favorite moment. There again, so many, but Sarah, you were fantastic as Sarah. Like, it was kind of uncanny sometimes. It was exactly
The shared brain cell is strong.
Yeah.
Oh, I have watched you guys for the last 5 days.
She studied.
Not the campaign,
She worked.
just us in real life.
Yes.
Our spies,
Do I need to
there are
look out my
cameras in your
window?
houses.
Like,
No, there's a camera in your room.
Wait.
oh, okay. Which one?
But I'm gonna say that for a specific moment, it's basically the beginning with the push-ups. That was amazing.
Always a good time. All right, Sky.
Hi, I'm Sky. I play Ileana, Space Girl in a Strahd world. And, you know, Sarah, what would be super funny is anytime one of us needs to take a day off, you just come in.
I was thinking that.
Right? So fun. The shenanigans.
Wait, I'll do the space buns. No worries.
Yeah. Or, hold up.
But you're doing her so well. It's amazing. I'm like, Space Girl is so cool.
My favorite part today that we probably haven't touched is Mark's demeanor from like how we met him, talking to him at the house, and then just like walking and talking and seeing how he's taking in each one of us is really intriguing because he's definitely having different experiences with each person and therefore treating them based off of that. As another note, if the pup is going to be with us, can I get like a little stat block for the pup?
Absolutely, we can make that happen.
Fuck yeah. And Avrea's clapbacks this episode, even if it was just C coming in and be like, boom, no, you get one right here. I can do it. It's me. Love. That's it. Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, Patch.
That's me. Hi, I'm Patch. Monday and Wednesday, ever humble dungeon master that you see right here on Quest Junkies. You can also see me here every Friday for this beautiful campaign, and every other Friday over on QuestJunkiesUK, playing a very different kind of wizard. Very different kind. Favorite moment? Ooh. I'm stuck between two. One that has been mentioned just now, the C clapbacks. C, you nearly killed me at one point tonight. It was the best. I'm proud of you. I love you. Amazing. And also, very unexpected, but definitely following this up, I got to meet Lena's patron. That's a whole thing right there. And it also highlights the point that every time I play a wizard in any campaign, I have multiple voices in my mind from other beings, whether good or evil. And I don't know what that says about me as a person, but there we go. We'll take that from what we will. And Sarah. You're the best. Welcome back anytime. Let's play some more D&D together. It's nice to be on the same side of the table as you, Finch.
Fetch just hates my chaos.
I mean, look. How did we open up that session?
Him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Today,
I was not intending that, but I actually wanted to behave. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You're in a wrong neighborhood.
The multiplier is back, to be fair.
Yes. And, River only has you to blame for those. But I don't think River will complain that much, to be honest with you.
She wanted to.
And I am, again, Bree, your humble dungeon mistress for Fridays. You can find me on various social media as Bree the Tired. I post irregular, sporadically, sometimes multiple days in a row. Who knows? I do art. I do everything. Pretty much, you can find me here on Fridays DMing Strahdalicious. And for the foreseeable future, you will find me every other Friday over on Phoenix Owaki's. I can't talk tonight. I've talked too much. Phoenix's channel, playing in Candlekeep. So I'm very excited for that. Well, I apologize both to Phoenix and my fellow players for whatever comes out of my mouth tonight, because we'll just have to see. As far as my favorite, I struggle because you guys always bring your A game to session, and even when the energy, I can tell everyone's tired because it's Fridays. It starts off very quiet, and then it builds and it builds, and then it just reaches that saturation point of chaos, and it's beautiful. So I'm just gonna say there was several things that I loved about today. First of all, I'm so curious what the deal is with that rat. Who knows? We're gonna have to find out.
I'm just saying she wants more.
She wants more.
This was just the start.
Should I be afraid? I probably should be afraid.
No.
And I loved having you at the table, Sarah. It was a joy to have you. It was so much fun. And I'm sure this will not be the last time it happens. So look forward to that. And I love just the rest of y'all. I love how really, truly, deeply you guys throw yourselves into role play. And so for some of the really kind of heavier moments of the night for your guys' characters, you really leaned into it, and you're not afraid of the consequences of that either, which just as a DM, I love and appreciate so much. And then, of course, I see that naughty counter that you've made for me. We'll see how that goes. But again, thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you to everyone in chat. I think with that, we're good for the night. We're going to find someone to raid. And as always, I'm going to leave us with our final words, which is, if I can pull things up. May the mists of Barovia never obscure your path. Until next time, is it Friday yet?
Bye.
Love you all.